Good morning, friends. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. So this is What Have I Learned This Week? I always like to do that on Fridays because I learn a lot in my alternative medicine healing practice that I do. And so I like to share what I've learned. So I struggle with something. I struggle with explaining to people what I do. So sometimes, we all have things we struggle with. And so for you, it might be relationships. It might be a task that you're trying to do at work. Technology seems to be a little bit over my head and trying to figure that out, but I will persist. Getting enough exercise or figuring out how to fit exercise in your week. I still struggle with trying to get yoga in my week. So what I struggle with, like I said, is explaining what I do. I talk about health. I talk about toxins. I talk about mold. I talk about muscle testing and what that is. I talk about how beliefs and emotions are making you sick because they sometimes can be stuck in your bodies. Trauma, I talk about that because sometimes trauma can also be stuck in your tissue. You think about whiplash, and that's why people have whiplash because they have that trauma stuck there. So I have to admit that I beat myself up because it's like, am I explaining this enough? Are people getting it? And it's just, to me, it's been so profound in my life to help with my son's health, my parents' health, the dog health. And it's just one of those things that it comes so naturally to me, and understanding it, that's like, Guy, how do I give that across to people so that they really understand? So that is what I struggle with. So I had a potential client give me a call this week, and he is having some back issues. And so I always find that, God always seems to send me something or help me learn something that week before I need to know it to work with somebody. And that's really, truly the law of attraction. So it's kind of interesting that does happen. So thank you, Amber, for joining us today. So the law of attraction. So sure enough, I had learned and studied up on back pain and had several clients, and it helps me know how to help people. So sure enough, he called. And he said that, he's gone to doctors and he's gone to chiropractors and massage. He's done EFT. He's done body talk, body working. And he mentioned several others that I may not have been too familiar with, but none of them seem to really solve the issue. He says, I'm still stiff. I still can't move and have the mobility that I want to have. And he saw that I do remote work, and he said, would what you do work for me? And I said, wow, yes. We've had quite a few people that we've helped with disc issues and that kind of thing. So this person I was talking to understood alternative medicine already. And I think sometimes that's the crux of it, is that trying to get someone to understand a different perspective. And so that was just really neat to be able to really talk to him. So I explained that what I do is I muscle test. And that's where I have this muscle here, and I push down on it, and that helps me. It's like a EKG, or it's like a lie detector test, helping you see what's going on in the body. And that's what we're testing. So we muscle test to find toxins that are making him sick or making you sick. And so if it's lower back issues, then a lot of times that is lack of support in your life. Their kidneys are back there. So a lot of times it's kidney issues. And so we correspond the spine with what organs are involved. And then we, like I said, muscle test to find out what toxins are stuck in that tissue and not being allowed to leave. And what we have found is that when we reveal it to the body, then the body can heal it. And God created our bodies to heal. It's just we have so many toxins and stuff like that in our bodies that sometimes that communication is just lost, and so it can't clear out. So that's how we dialogue with the body. So I will continue to be persistent in explaining to people what I do. And my goal is to continue to explain that I do an advanced form of energy medicine where I muscle test your body over the phone to help people understand what toxins are blocking an issue, what pathogens are involved, what emotions are involved, what beliefs are involved that are stuck inside organs, glands, tissues in your body, and sometimes our mind, because thinking, and not allowing it to heal. And once we've identified that to the body, then the body knows, oh yeah, that's not supposed to be here. That's not what God intended the body to have in it. Let's go ahead and clear that out of the body through the detox system and let it go. And so that's how I help people get their health and happiness back. So I appreciate you listening. Thanks, Mike, for being here. That's really great to see you. Miss you. And I just pray that you have a blessed weekend. All right. Bye.